So, what is your name and where are you from?
My name is Sav. I'm from Michigan, but I go to school here in DC at Howard University.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. I have a question. What does it mean to be unapologetic?
For me, being unapologetic mostly comes from like my physical appearance, as well as just like being bold and like asserting my values in spaces that typically like don't respect me as like a Black queer person. I'm non-binary as well, so like having like free-form locks or dreads, like that really I think already sets a tone before I even really open up my mouth. My hair in general has always been a way that I can express my like most authentic self. But in terms of like my the things that I'm saying, I just like, I experience being misgendered a lot. My pronouns are they, them. I'm non-binary. Like I don't subscribe to like any like gender binary. Like I don't fuck with that. Oh God, can I swear? Okay. I don't like fuck with the binaries. So that's like that in and of itself in our society makes me pretty, even if I'm not trying to be, it makes me unapologetic. So I find that just like existing, like pissing somebody off, and I'm not gonna apologize for existing. So like, yeah, it's just what it is.
You keep saying the word non-binary. For our viewers out there, what does it mean to be non-binary?
Sure. So for folks who don't know, non-binary, like when someone says that they're non-binary, it means that they don't identify as a man or a woman, or really so non-binary people exist under the trans umbrella, although that's like something that's kind of like this presently contested by a lot of people. But for me, I'm non-binary and I'm trans, and those two things are together because I, in a way, have like moved away from the gender that I was assigned.
And then you keep saying, you mentioned also like being in a safe space and being unapologetic. How does it feel to be trans, non-binary, and using the pronouns they, them, theirs?
So how does it feel?
Yeah.
A lot of the time when I'm outside of my friend group or in like gender affirming spaces, it feels really terrible. It's really stressful. People say all types of disgusting things, like what does that mean? Like that you're only one person, even though people use they all the time as a singular pronoun. But in terms of like when I'm in a safer space or a gender affirming space, I feel emboldened, I feel happy, and I also just feel normal as fuck. Like when people just use my pronouns, it's like, oh, it's nothing. But when I'm like around my people, that's how it feels.
Sweet. One last question. Do you think there's actually a non-binary community in your community?
Yeah, definitely. They're all my friends. At my school, I'm friends with most of all of them. At least the people in my class that I know, like I've definitely met you by now. But I was pleasantly surprised the other day in my race, gender, and class course I'm taking to see somebody who I had never seen before on campus be like, yeah, like my pronouns are they, but you can use she if you want to. I'm like, I was shook. I was like, wait, I don't know you and you're saying this? Hold on, like we need to be friends. So yeah, that's how it goes.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.